We are all human beings, or we can call ourselves as ecological being. See, in this ecosystem, what we appreciate, we have lot of species of organisms, animals, etc. As a being, we are human beings with a human component, where the dominance is there for our cognition. So, this physical body, we call that as a physical being, because there are two components in this: the physicality or the matter part of it, the being part of it. The matter and energy coexist. So the matter part or the energy part we can't separate. The physical being, why we call that as a physical being is, if I go deep into this physical cells, if you go deep into the cells, there is nucleus, inside there is a chromosomes. If you go still inside, it's all made up of nucleic acids. If you still go deep inside, it is made of atoms. And inside the atom, the infinite world or atomic stuff exists. That atomic stuff is called as our center, which we call that as a being. The physicality is our periphery, the being is our center. In the similar way, we are all psychological beings. What does that mean? The being is our center. Psychology is the bundle of thoughts which we have acquired after birth. Of course, before birth also we do have mind which is inherited, subconsciously already programmed in the form of genes. It's a matter, it's already it is a soma. So psychological being also, there is a peripheral psychology which we develop after birth depending on the location, where the culture, family. The being part of it, which is the silence. Why we give importance to the being part? Because being is silent, it is peace, it has no thoughts, it is tranquil, it is timeless. Similarly, we are all emotional beings. That's why today I am speaking on happiness, which is one of the emotion out of 27 emotions which are identified in the human being. So, emotions are also in the periphery. The being part is in the center. Why I am giving stress on happiness is because when you are in touch with the inner being state, you are going to get healed. If you are only trapped in the peripheral emotions, we are getting into lot of chaos. Happiness also is there one part, sadness also is there. It's a duality. Both are there, peak and valley, failure and gain, or profit and gain, failure and success, or what we call it as victory, defeat. So all these things, emotions, is in the periphery, the being is in the center. So, as an emotional being, again, we need to understand the happiness is only in the outer present. The being, which is ever present happiness, is one of the permanent tool or the inherent character of you, which we need to utilize. So, in touch with the truth. Truth is what? Ever present happiness or the being state within us. In physicality, we have seen physical being, psychological being, emotional being, like that, ecological being. In this ecology, I am existing. There is mountain, there is a lake, there is a roads, there is a metro. All these things are all ecological relationship what we have. If you go deep into this wall, it's all made up of atomic stuff. Inside the atomic stuff, there is 99.99999% empty like space, which we call it as pure being state or inner nature. Similarly, if you identify your silent being within you, we call that as ever-present being. So basically, being is of 5 types. Ever-present being, which is the silence within you, or the inner present or the center within you. Ecological being, where there is ecology in the periphery, being in the center. Emotional being, emotion in the periphery, center is being. Psychological being as well as physical being. So everywhere there is a being which exists, which is your inherent part and which we need to identify. Thank you.
We request you all to join this movement on happiness to overcome the unhappiness pandemic and crisis. Let us learn, educate, promote, create, practice, share, and subscribe happiness. The vision of happiness awareness education is to create one happiness coach for every home to overcome the unhappiness pandemic and crisis.